Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Basic Beginner Budgeting. I'm starting the channel because I want to start from anew. There's plenty of budgeting videos out there, and the people have done very well, and a lot of them are mostly debt-free by now. I am not one of those, and you will certainly see why here in a minute. But let me introduce you to my friend, the little gnome. He's supposed to be a lucky little gnome, so hopefully he will give me some luck with this video and my nerves. But let's start with some of the things you're going to need. What we're going to do is we're going to work on a week-to-week zero-based budget plan. But let's get started. The first thing you want to do is track your spending, whether that's just writing it down on a piece of paper, or you can use what is a spending tracker, this is just a basic piece of paper. It's got a little money bank at the top, and then spending tracker. And you write down everything that you buy, your bills, your groceries. If you buy a Coke every day, write that down because we're going to be budgeting that in. So let's start with, I made a list of all of our bills and our income. You'll need both to do this successfully. And yes, we are in my kitchen. As you can see, it's got roosters and a little bit of everything in here. So starting with our bills, it starts with rent. We have rent, electric and gas, water, groceries, gas for the car tags, cable and internet, emergency fund, car and renter insurance, hair, subscriptions, car payment, credit cards, loans. And then here's the amounts over to the side. I do apologize. I'm just learning how to do this, so be patient with me. And then we have our total right there. Ugh, don't like that, but it is what it is. And then below that, I have our income. My husband's, his is bi-weekly on the top, and mine is every week on the bottom, and together that's what we bring home a month. So let's go over to income and outcome. You see our income is that, and then our outcome, or our outgoing, is that amount, and we have $94 left over. Whew, not much. So we take the $94 and we divide it by 4, and that gives us $23.50 for what we choose for the week, other than the bills that we have. So we will be assigning that somewhere during the month. The next thing I have is this is a chart I made. And what it is, it's just our bills on the side, and then it has each month. And as I'm writing them on the calendar or in the budget, I check them off to make sure I don't forget any. Apparently last month when I was doing our budget, I forgot our water bill. And so we had to come up with that quickly. Another thing you could do is, I just have a copy of a calendar just out of the bank calendar, the one the bank gives us every month. And on it, the circles are our paydays. Like I said, my husband's every other week. His is on a Wednesday, and mine is every week on a Thursday. And then you'll see under each date, I have what bills are due, because we're going to be doing a week-to-week budget. And so you'll see all that. And then I have a quick view of how I do mine. It's basically just on paper, nothing extraordinary. We've got the month, and then I break it down into the 4 weeks. So there's the 4th, the 14th, the 18th, and the 25th. And as you can see, I just list them all out and take it down to a 0. Now on the 4th, this is April, of course. I do have 2 different budgets for April, because right now we're having a possible difference in our pay. I'm just waiting to see, because my husband will be getting short-term disability for about 6 weeks, and I'm not for sure how that's going to pay, if it pays like on his regular bi-weekly or if it's going to pay weekly. So this is the one for every week. And as you see on the 4th, I'm just going to go through it real quick. I have on the 4th, he will not be doing the short term. It will be his regular week. So I have his amount, my amount in total. And then we're going to be taking the rent off. We do have $30 in late fees. Again, our budget is really basic, just starting out. And I'm hoping that we'll have a lot of subscribers that are in the same position and are willing to work and learn and figure out what's best for them. So like I said, we have the rent. It is going to be being paid late. That is the goal, is to not have any of that anymore, because that's extra money you're just basically throwing out the door. But due to circumstances, that's where we're at. And then the next bill is our cable, and our cable and internet is together. And then I have gas and groceries. And then there's $45 left over, and I have hold for May rent. So what we will do with that is we will put it in an envelope and hold for the next month's bills, which will take that week down to a 0 left. And then the 14th is basically just my salary, because with short-term disability, you don't get paid for the first week. So that is just mine. And I'm pulling over $100 from March. And so with that, we have the total there. And then our first loan will be coming out. And then our total. And then our first credit card payments will be coming out. Then we have our gas and groceries. And then we have that amount left. And then as you see, it's got minus that, taking it down to 0, and to the side it says to the 18th. So we're going to take that amount and add it to the week of the 18th. And then here we have my pay. And like I said, this isn't every week for his short-term disability, so it's a lot lower than normal. But you know, that's the way life happens sometimes. I was thinking of not doing this, starting my videos until after all this, but I thought, no, let's see how it works out, because you never know what's going to happen in life. So with that, we have our car payment, our Capital One credit card, our Care credit, and gas and groceries, and then the $234 that we brought over from last week. And then we can pay our electric, and then we have that left, and we're going to hold that for May rent. And then on the 25th, there we go again, starting off, we have our phones. We have T&G, which is a personal loan a friend of ours our family member gave us, that we are in the process of paying back. Our house and car insurance, our water. Now, when you see our monthly budgets, you'll only see our water every other month, because that's how they bill. I don't know who decided that, but I don't know if I like it or not, but it's the way it is. And so we have cable listed again, which is going to be the cable for May. And then the rest is going to go for gas and groceries. And yes, that's a low amount, but that's what it is. And I will, in our savings videos, I will tell you how we can get by with that amount being so low. Additionally, that is an overview of our April budget. Sorry about that. I'm filming this with my phone, and I have a habit of talking with my hands, as they say. So if I lose focus, be patient. It'll be back in a minute. So that is that. And just to give you a little info on me, like I said, I've watched tons and tons of other videos on YouTube of people doing budgeting, cash stuffing, savings, and I'm kind of envious of some of them, because they've been doing this for a while and they are actually debt-free. We got close to that at one point a couple of years ago, but we're not there anymore, obviously. So that is just an overall view of our budget. Here are some things I want to go over. I want to go over with you that may be included in your budget, because no two people's budget are ever going to be the same. Family sizes are different, incomes are different, overall bills are different. Like in my family, there's just me and my husband. In your family, there might be you, your husband, your two kids, or maybe you and your one child, which you may or may not be paying for childcare. It may be that your child is a baby, so you're still doing diapers, formula, all that stuff. So that's almost like a whole nother grocery item. So let's go over some of the things that may be in your budget or your list of outgoing bills. Your rent, of course. You could have real estate taxes. You may not. You may have homeowner fees. You may not. But I don't think that it's a bad idea to have a repair or maintenance little savings going on to help. So that is one thing. Some of the other things you might have that I don't have in mine, and you'll notice you don't see anything for medicines or co-pays for doctors. I have an FSA card, so all that comes off of that, so I don't have to worry about it. And then the other thing is, excuse me, you may have trash. Where I live, if you live in the city, your trash is free pickup. If you live outside of city limits, then you have to pay a service to come and do that. Like I said, there's just everybody's budgets are going to vary, and bills and everything else. You may have student loans, you may have child care, after school care. So when you go to do your spending tracker, make sure you have everything going on it. All your outgoing bills, have everything. And then you'll have your income, your total income. And even if you have like a side hustle or anything like that, list that in your income, because you want to keep your budget as honest as possible. Why I say this, for example, is like I used to round my deposits. Like my check deposit would be $630 or $631 and some change. Well, I have a loan payment that comes out that's $25 each week. So instead of listing that, I would list $600 as my income and use that $30 and say, oh, I'm going to let that take care of that loan payment. Well, in the end, when I go shopping, I didn't do that. I would spend all my money, and then my loan payment would want to come out, and I'd be, oh, wait a minute, got to make up for this. So that is that. Just general information of what you can expect to learn from the channel is we will have the budgeting, and each week we will have, like at the beginning of the week, you'll have the start with the budget going through it. And at the end of the week, you'll have another video showing how we did and if we were able to save anything. And then also there is going to be savings videos. It's going to be called 5 Ways to Save. And it's going to be savings tips, 5 different tips for all kinds of things. And then the last one is going to be a cash saving video, and it will show how to set up a envelope savings challenges, which the best envelopes for you to save. And what you'll do is you'll put cash in them, and then once you get so much saved, you can put it back in your savings or whatever. Like I said, you'll see as we go through it. And I just want to say thank you and subscribe if you want to the video. After so many subscribers, I'm thinking about after I get the first 250 subscribers, I'm going to do a small giveaway. Now, granted, it's not going to be a Mercedes. I know, calm down. But it will be something small, just something to say thank you very much for taking the time for watching the video, and hopefully you're learning something or like I said, we can learn together. And again, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.